Hey, what's up, fellas? How you doing? Man, Antonelli here.
Hey, what's going on, guys? How we doing? Matt Antonelli here. Before we get into our video today, today's video is sponsored by Super Speed Slugger. So we use Super Speed Slugger's overload, underload training bats. This is one right here. We use it with all of our Antonelli baseball teams. We highly recommend that you check them out. Just go to the description box below, click the link there. It's going to take you over to their site, and you can check them out there. Today, we're going to look at a video of JD Martinez and Mookie Betts. They're sitting around the batting cage, they're watching Mike Trout hit, and they're talking about what Trout's doing. So I'm going to throw the video up right now, check it out, and then we'll talk about it then.
There, you see how he's like, it's parallel. He gets to that flat. He gets up. He's up, but then, he's up, but then he goes back down. Watch, he's up, and I watch it go down right there.
Okay, so a couple things on this video. First, I threw this up on Instagram. What is it that you guys think that they're talking about? I'd be interested to hear. I'm going to give you what I think in a second here, but what do you think they're talking about when you hear them discussing what you just saw? That's the first thing. Okay, the second thing is a couple points on this. One, I think it's really, really cool when you have somebody like JD Martinez and then Mookie Betts, two guys that we've got the MVP and you've got a guy that could be the MVP if he wasn't a designated hitter for most of the year. Two guys that are great, great hitters, and they're watching another great hitter in Mike Trout, and they're talking about mechanics, right? So they're always looking to get better. And if you follow JD Martinez's story, you know that, back when he was with Detroit, he had some years early in his career that were not great. And he overhauled his entire swing. He really learned a lot about the swing. He changed a lot of things that he was doing. And all of a sudden, he basically made himself into an MVP type player who's put up huge offensive numbers the last few years. So really cool that two great hitters are still looking to get better. They're still studying other hitters, right? Seeing what they can pick up from different guys and how can they make themselves better players even when they're at the top of their game. So really cool stuff. Now, what is it I think they're talking about? I think they're talking about the rear arm right here. So you hear them talking about how it's getting up. And again, I feel like he's looking at the arm, okay? And when you pull back, we've talked about this in a bunch of other videos. If you haven't seen it, go and check it out. But what you're going to see with most hitters is when they make that pull-back move, right? So they make this move here where they're getting pulled back. They're using their back and their upper body right here. The elbow is typically going to start to rise. Now, you'll see it to different degrees depending on the hitter. You'll see some players that pull back and they're about right here. You'll see some guys that are a little bit lower. You'll see some hitters that get a little bit higher. But you're always going to see the elbow kind of somewhere in here because when you make this move right here, the elbow starts to get up and it starts to kind of retract behind the body right here, okay? So for me, that's what he's looking at. They're just kind of looking at the way he's pulling back, the way he's getting loaded. And then when he turns to hit, you hear him say how it works. I think he said he works under or it starts to lower. As you pull up, and then once you go to launch the bat, this arm is going to start to work under. The barrel is going to start to work rearward as you start to supinate your hand right here. So it's this action right here. So it's pulled back, it's up, 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 and then when he launches, it works under. All right, so if you haven't seen our other videos on that, again, go and check that out. But I think it's a really cool video. Two great players. That's what I believe they're talking about. And again, the back elbow is, I've talked to tons of players and hitting coaches about this, and it's a really interesting topic. And you'll see players at all different degrees here, but almost everyone is gonna get the elbow up somewhere. You're going to very, very, very rarely see hitters keep their elbow down like this the whole time. It's really difficult to get the upper body involved and be able to get pulled back and create resistance against that forward move and as you begin to turn if your elbow never gets up and it gets down here. And then you run into other issues if it doesn't get up where your elbow will start to lead and you'll drag the bat. You're not able to release it. And so, again, we've made some other videos on that, so go check that out. But that's what I think they're talking about. Let me know in the comment section below what you guys think they're talking about. If you have any questions, let me know. Comment in the section below. Subscribe to the channel. Give it a thumbs up. I'd appreciate that. Share with all your friends. All that good stuff. And that's all I have. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate you watching, and we'll talk to you later.